Hi everybody, Michael Johnson with Meta Johnson and Associates, and I wanted to take a quick moment to talk about the current vaccination efforts underway. This is Friday, January the 8th, so this information changes almost on an hour-to-hour basis. So there will be some take-home messages for you that should apply regardless of how things look hours from now. So currently we're under phase 1A of the vaccination efforts, which means it's for healthcare providers, first responders, residents and staff of long-term care facilities, which includes nursing homes, assisted living facilities, and personal care homes. I think I got all of the groups. And the news is, and we've known this for a little bit, but on Monday, the 11th, they will be expanding that category to include people that are 65 years or older that have health conditions, maybe, and their caregivers. So those two things are a little bit, we'll see how that actually pans out. Um, so far, basically, the take-home information that you want to know is you'll need to check with your Department of Health for the county in which you either work or live. And if those are two different counties, you get to choose. And rural counties tend to be more accessible than the busier city counties. And so that's one of the take-home messages. And the component of a caregiver for somebody 65 years or older, that's I'm not sure how they're going to certify that. So far with the healthcare workers certification, making sure that the patient they're administering the shot to is a healthcare worker. They've asked for actual licenses or a name tag or a letter from work. Some or one, but not necessarily all of the above. And our experiences as our care managers have gone through receiving their vaccinations, it really varies health department by health department, location by location, and sometimes even worker by worker. Who is the worker that's checking you in? So while we are grateful and happy that people are receiving the vaccinations, it's definitely a work in progress, and as I said, kind of changing from moment to moment. So I say that to say your experience may be different. The other things that I wanted to share is the types of vaccines, Moderna versus Pfizer, depend on the location you're at. Some locations are giving out both of them, others only have one versus the other. It just depends. So yeah, you may receive one or the other. Both of them require a second dose within, let me see, so a few weeks. And when you receive your shot, you'll receive a vaccination card. You may have seen people post selfies with their vaccination cards on social media, and it says the date, the type of vaccine you got, and they'll also give you a follow-up date. Some people, I received a specific date. They said your next vaccine is going to be on this date. Others were told to call back. So again, my hope would be that you get that date at when you are there for your first vaccination. They should give you the date for your second vaccination. Not a time, not a true appointment, but you would be able to return to that location to receive your second vaccination. And a quick side note, in terms of the county, Some people have been going to counties in which they neither work nor live in terms of accessing the vaccination. That might get the job done. At the same time, if it's a county that's very far away from you, that may be a compliance issue in terms of what if something happens and you can't drive 3 hours to get to that county for your second dose next time. So that can be a stumbling block. Again, it's great that people are having access to the vaccine, and we want it to be in a way that compliance is as high as possible. And I think that is everything. Once you receive your vaccine, there is an application that you can choose to use through the CDC, which is a vaccination symptom tracker, side effect tracker. So you check in each day and it'll say, have you had these things, fever, achiness, things like that. So it also is supposed to remind you of when your follow-up appointment is. My follow-up appointment is not for a couple of weeks, so I haven't reached that stage yet. I don't know what that will look like, but I'll report back once I get to that point. And I'll also be figuring out if I actually have to schedule a time on my second dose date or if I can just show up. I don't know yet. We haven't gotten there. So again, that's why a lot of this information is almost hour by hour as we work our way through this. So be patient, and we've been very patient a long time, haven't we? And expressing gratitude to the healthcare workers on the front line that are doing this. Everyone's doing their best, and I've seen, my experience has been that everyone's been very grateful. I had to wait a little bit for my vaccine, and the nurse giving me the shot was, thank you so much for being patient. And I was like, you are doing a great service, so I am fine waiting a little bit for that. So wishing everyone happiness and health, and feel free to reach out with any questions. I hope to be a resource so that we can get through this together. Take care.